morning! Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through my 2020 running gear. So all the stuff I use on a day-to-day basis. We're talking my watch, pack, clothing, shoes, everything. And I'll put chapters in the description, so if you're not really interested in what shoes I wear, then you can skip to what watch I have, for example. So just check it all out down there. And now the challenge is trying to find somewhere in Greenwich Park that is quiet, which will be nigh on impossible, but we'll give it a go. See you in a bit. So firstly, before I go into any detail about anything, I just want to make clear that I am not sponsored by any of these brands. The good thing about not being sponsors is that I have complete freedom to use whatever I want. There's no allegiance to a particular brand. It's just an accumulation of stuff from over the years that I think is the best version of that particular thing. And if I was sponsored, I would be tied down to one thing, and I really can't see that ever happening. This is just what I use and what I want to use. So a lot of you know already, I love these. These are my road shoes, the Pegasus Turbo ones, Nike Pegasus Turbo ones. A lot of people ask why I don't just switch to the twos, because I don't make these anymore. The reason is, like, the midsole is the same, but the upper is totally different. And I love how padded these are. They're just so much more comfortable in my opinion. I have tried the twos, but just in a shop. I just went to try them on. I mean, I probably will have to eventually go to the twos, but yeah, I have 4 pairs of these and I love them. I just use them for when I'm running on the roads and just interchange between each pair every day. And then for racing, I wear the Nike Next Percent, so I wore these for the Frankfurt Marathon. I love them. They just make me feel really fast and just like, I just feel good when I'm wearing them. I don't wear them very often. I think I've put in maybe about 80 miles in these, but I just save them for very special occasions. And then for trail stuff, I've been using the Nike Trail 2. I'll probably do a more in-depth review on these because I love them, and I think they're going to replace every other trail shoe that I've had. I really have been enjoying these a lot, so this is my go-to at the moment. Next up, my pack. I've put this in a few of my other videos. This is the Salomon S Slab 12 set. It's quite old now. This is like an old model. You can see it's kind of like going a bit bobbly. I've just worn it to death. It's starting to get holes in it all over. Oh, there, nice little hole. But yeah, I used to have the 5 set, but when I started doing like longer distance ultra races, I found that this has better capacity. I will also do another video on how to pack my pack and what I put in it specifically before a race. But that's what I use for my long runs. And then with that, I use these Hydro Pack soft flasks, just because I found the ones that come with the bottle tend to leak out of the seams, but these are really good, don't leak, and they also have a wide like opening so that you can fill up your bottles really easily when you're at an aid station. And they're the same capacity, so they fit in really well. So that's my pack. Okay, I'm gonna just go through my clothing. Probably I'll just do it from like head to toe. So starting with head, I obviously wear my Ben Parks hat. For those of you who don't know or have found this channel not through Ben, my boyfriend also has a YouTube channel. I'll link him down below. And we have an online website where we sell running hats, and they are honestly amazing. Really technical fabrics, super lightweight. And really cool colours as well. So I wear this and if it's really sunny, or actually if it's raining, because it keeps the rain out of my face. So yeah, head over to the website benparks.com and you can use code Sarah for 10% off. Next up, tops. A top that I wear quite a lot is the one that I got at UTMB, or well, at CCC, and it's a Columbia top. and it's just really good because it's so light and it's got like these meshy bits under the arms. So I just went and got more colours of the same top, and then if it's a bit warmer and I'm wearing a vest, this Nike Aero Swift vest is amazing. So it's got like the holes all over it. I wore this in Frankfurt. This is like the top that I wear for racing, partly as well because it matches my shoes. And also another kind of merch plug is the Ben Parks vest, which is actually really cool and really nice. So I've been wearing this quite a lot recently as well. Next up, waterproof jacket. So I've not really been wearing it that much because I've not been running that much. But I have been wearing the Montaigne Fleet jacket. It's pretty heavy duty, but I got this because it's what I'm going to be wearing for Arc of Attrition. So it's got a 20,000mm hydrostatic head, so it's really waterproof on the waterproof scale, and probably the most waterproof jacket that you could wear for running. Anything more than that, it ends up being like a hiking jacket and it's quite sweaty, you'd get really hot in it. But this has been amazing so far, I really like it. This probably won't be that useful for the men out there, but I have these like Under Armour knickers. I don't know what they're called, I'll link them down below, but they're just like really seamless, like really thin, so comfy. Next up, bottoms. Now, I was gonna just do like summer stuff, but then I realised probably not everyone watching this is actually in summer at the moment. So for leggings, I always wear 2XU, and I always like have to get a size up in these. So normally I'm like a small in most things, but in these I get a medium. And then shorts, I have spent so long trying to find a good pair of shorts, and I finally found them, only to then find that the company that make them are sadly going out of business. So I'll mention them anyway. These are the Aussie Grit Flint shorts, and they have honestly been life-changing. I've spent so long trying to find a pair of shorts that don't ride up. Like sometimes you get these 2-in-1 shorts and the like inner bit rides up. It's so annoying. But these don't. They stay down. They've also got like a side pocket to put your phone and a back pocket to put like card and keys, and they actually look cool. I love these. If you can still get a pair on the website, sadly they don't have my size left, but go bag yourself some of these shorts. They are honestly amazing. And then as a backup, or like a runner-up shall we say, are these Sweaty Betty shorts. I can't remember what they're called, I'll put it up on the screen. But again, they're just like a 2-in-1 short. The only issue with these is that the waistband's really loose for some reason. So you have to like tighten the waistband loads. I don't have a particularly like small waist. The 2-in-1 tight bit on the leg is really tight and really nice. It doesn't ride up, but then yeah, as I said, you just have to like tighten the waist. But if I hadn't found these, I probably would be wearing these a lot. Oh, a ladybird. Oh. Next up, socks. Again, socks is one of those things where you wouldn't really think that you need anything particularly out of the ordinary, but I've been using these in Gingy socks, so it's like the toe socks, because in my opinion there is nothing worse than having a blister, and I used to get them all the time just from my toes rubbing together. This stops that completely and I'm just completely converted. I even wear them in my normal shoes, like if I'm not running, and they have loads of different lengths and different thicknesses. Nutrition wise, again, it kind of depends on what I'm doing. If I'm going for a long run, I will fill up my bottles with Tailwind. It's basically like a powder that you put in your water, but it's got calories in it, so there's 100 calories in each scoop, and I put 2 scoops in a bottle, so I know that each bottle has 200 calories, and it just tastes really nice. And then along with that, I use like shot blocks, Cliff Bar shot blocks, which are quite good, and then goo gels. This is if I'm in an ultra or on a long run. In a marathon, for example, I will use Morton gels or Science and Sport gels, which I don't actually have any left, because they're so much easier on the stomach. These goo gels are great, they taste really good, but you need to drink a lot of water with them to actually be able to digest them. So that's why I really like Science and Sport gels for a marathon, and I'll always recommend those to anyone who has any stomach issues, because you don't need to take any water with them, and there's loads of flavours, so you can mix things up a bit. Unfortunately, in this next clip, someone decided to go to the loo behind me, so I've had to cover that up, so hopefully that doesn't distract from what I'm saying. So I use this, which is the Garmin 945. I've had various watches over the years, and I love this one because it's really light. I used to have a Fenix 5X. I can't remember which one. I've gone through a few Fenixes and I've just sent them back because the battery life on them isn't as good as this. They're heavier, and yeah, I just love the 945. It's got full colour maps for the navigation, which is part of the reason why I love it so much, but the battery is also really good, and it's just a great piece of kit. Right, so there we have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's actually been amazing, the amount of support that I've got so far, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions about any of the kit I've mentioned, or if you have any better suggestions, I'm absolutely all ears, so let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!